Hi, this is the video for experiment number 4 in our CCN lab, part A experiments. So this experiment is Ethernet LAN using N nodes, 6 to 10 nodes. So the difference between experiment 4 and experiment 3 is, in experiment 4, we are observing the congestion which is happening at the receiver due to multiple traffic available from the sending side. Okay, so experiment 3 was to implement Ethernet LAN using N nodes. But then just to see how the sending and receiving happens, and if you change bandwidth and bit error rate, what all changes you see in the throughput. Now experiment 4 is this. So implement Ethernet LAN using N nodes. So we'll be using 7 nodes. Assign multiple traffic to the nodes. Okay. So you can assign different traffics, like maybe two senders you can assign UDP, and one sender you can assign TCP. Then you can change the bandwidths from the sending side, each with different bandwidths. Okay, all those things. And then we will keep one receiver and then see what is the congestion at the receiver. That is a collision happening at the receiver because of different types of traffic which is being sent from the sending side. So this is the circuit which I've implemented, topology. So here we are going to use 3 senders. One is UDP, second is also UDP, third is TCP, and all of them are going to send at the same time. So that's how the congestion happens at the receiver. So in real-time scenario, you can get any sorts of packets, correct, from at the receiving side. So that's what we are going to see. If multiple senders are sending with different protocols and with different bandwidths also, what will happen? So initially we'll keep the same bandwidth and see what is the output, and then we'll change it. Okay. So this is Ethernet LAN with 7 nodes. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then multiple traffic which is exposed at the receiver. Okay. So all of them are going to send at the same time. That's how the congestion is going to occur at the receiving end. Okay. So this is the initial. So this happens in the draw mode. So again, as usual, you have to start with launching Fedora. NC2, you have to start with dispatcher, coordinator, and NC2NS client in the terminal window. And then when this window you get, you have in the draw mode, you have to draw this. Okay. Fine. And then you have to save it in NC2NS bin folder. Okay. And then you will go to edit mode here, this E. Okay. And then this is host ID 1, this is host ID 2, this is host ID 3. In sender 1, we have put 0 to 10 UDP command. In sender 2 also 0 to 10 UDP command. In sender 3, we have put 0 to 10 TCP command. And the receiver is having an IP address, this. Okay. So in the receiver, you can put 2 commands because one is TCP and one is UDP, and both are at the same time, correct? There is no necessity to put 0 to 10 third command, because anyway, this command will do that job from sender 1 and 2. This is UDP, this is TCP, this is receiver, host ID 4. Okay, now we will check Fedora. Yeah, so here it is. So now we are in edit mode. As of now, the bandwidth is 10 itself. Okay, you can see it here when you double click the link. Okay, now, and you can see the IP address here. Okay, so this is IP address of the receiver, which is being put in this command. Okay, now let us go to run mode. So I have already saved it, and path is this. See, NC2NS5 bin Ethernet LAN congestion.tpl. .tpl is a topology file which we have. This is the name of the topology file which we have created. Okay. Now we are going to run mode and then give OK, and then go to simulation, run. So as you press run, this running will start. Okay, so we have to, so the time which we have given is 0 to 10. The maximum limit is 0 to 10. So 0 to 10, it will be a little slow. After that, it will be faster. Okay, so we'll wait until this is over. So as the run is, so you can see everything is, nothing is highlighted here. Okay, because it is running, you can't do anything else. So as soon as run is over, it will automatically reach this P mode, that is playback mode. Then you can press this play button and then see how the transfer happens. And then the log files would be created. Okay. Yeah, now you can see it is faster, right? Yeah, so till 400, this will go. So you can't change it. Okay. So by default, 400 is the simulation time. Simulation is done, file transfers are done, click OK. Okay, now you can see this. So this is because in the previous experiment 3 video you saw this was little more longer because the time was 0 to 30. Now it is just 0 to 10, so you can see a smaller red this one, okay, color here. Now we can do the play. So automatically this is in play mode. Now we can do the play. Now we see sender 1 transmission is happening. Meanwhile, sender 2 transmission is also happening, and then sender 3 transmission is also happening, and so on. Okay. So that's how it is. Okay. And then after 10 seconds, you can stop it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, now we can see the log files. So I will prefer than the graphical method. I will prefer going to log file because it will give you more information. And ultimately, you're loading the same log file into the graph. Correct. So now we just open the log file. So I'm minimizing it, all of it. So I'm minimizing this. Okay, and then all the terminal windows. So you'll reach this where we have roots home, double click. Inside that, where is our folder? It is inside NC2NS 5, right? And then inside that, we have inside it in the inside bin. Okay. And then this is our, correct? This is our file. So inside that, we have to go to results folder where we'll have all the results. So I'll open the out throughput first. So N1, sender 1 out throughut, sender 2 out throughput, sender 3 out throughput, and then receiver in throughput. Open, enter. So you can see a drastic reduction. See this? It was initially high and then it is reduced. So that was sender 1. Sender 2, initially it is less and then like random, right? Sender 3 is like really less because it is TCP, correct? And then output, it is like this. So this is lesser than the output which we have seen in the previous experiments, right, where there was less congestion. Now if you open the drops, collision 1, 2, 12. Okay, I've taken this. Okay, drop and collision is going to be the same anyway. Yeah, so here, so in the previous experiment, we never saw these drops, right? So, yeah. So because all the 3 senders are sending at the same time, all the packets are actually not sent. Okay. So see this, there is collision in the sender 1. This is N1, this is N2 P1 collision. There is collision from 0 to 10. This is N3 P1 drop. Okay, this is TCP. There is no drop, but then the packets will be less. Okay, the throughput will be less, though there is no drop. Okay, we should have taken collision actually. And then you can see at the receiver also the packet drop is higher. Clear? So now we'll quickly plot the table accordingly. Okay, so let us try plotting the and now the same thing if you want to put it in graphical mode. So let us take the collision. So we'll open GTools, plot graph. So here we are going to take optional general settings. So suppose we want to see sender 1 collision. Okay. The X label is time with this 10, right? So I'll give 12 here. And then this is packets which are colliding. Okay. So apply, okay. And then which file do you want to load? Sender 1 collision is? Okay, let us take the results folder first. So this one, right? Open. And then here N1 P1 collision. See, this is how it will be. Then open a new graph, graph 1. In that you can plot. So the same general settings you can keep. Sender 2. So I'll keep, similarly you'll get sender 2 and 3. I'll keep receiver, collision, okay. And then here I'll give 12 x-axis, and then here I'll give packets, okay. and then apply. Okay, and then which file should we open? Receiver collision, right? So N4 P1 collision, correct? Receiver is node 4, this one. Yeah, see this? So that's how you will get it. Similarly, you have to plot for other things. So this you can paste it in the output observation. Okay, now let us just take the maximum values of each and then plot the table. Okay, so I'll just take this. Okay, so let this be the table. So now our bandwidth is 10. So we have sender 1, sender 2. Okay, so this is sender 1 out throughput. So I'll just make this table. Okay, so I've created this table where we have entered all the readings. Okay, just see this. Yeah, so here, so see this. So in this, as of now, we had kept all the bandwidths as 10 and BER was 0, and sender 1 out throughput was varying from, this is the maximum and minimum. Sender through, it was, this was the maximum and minimum. Sender 3, it was maximum and minimum. Receiver was this to this. Sender 1 collision was in this range. Sender 2 collision, this was 0, and then receiver collision was this. So basically you have to check this one. Okay, so 1 second. Basically you have to check this. This is the congestion which we have to observe. So because of all these different traffics applied, you are getting the collision here in the receiver. Okay, now let us see with different bandwidths at the sender. Like I'll keep S1 at 10, S2 at 9, and S3 at 8, and then BER as 0, and then receiver also I'll keep at, receiver also I'll keep at 10 itself. Okay, so senders are sending at different bandwidths, receiver is accepting in 10 bandwidth. Okay, so let us see that scenario. Okay, so now let us go back to our topology. Okay, so this is the receiver collision which we have to observe. Okay, now in edit mode, so only in edit mode you can change, right? So this is sender 1, I'm keeping at 10 itself. Okay, sender 2, I'm going to change it, changes 9. Okay, okay, and then sender 3, to the same experiment you can do in multiple ways. So when you read the aim, it is like multiple traffic. Okay, okay, sender 3, I'll keep it in 8. Okay, 8. So let us see what happens. Okay, so what will be happening here? So this is the link which has 10. So let us see what happens. Okay, so at the receiver, now that is the edit mode. 1 second. Let me see the node editors. I'll make this collision. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 So now we can save it. Control S and then run. Okay. Okay. And then go to simulation and then run. Okay. Something has happened. Okay. So the window was closed. So I've reopened again. So the bandwidth in this is 10. Okay. So I'll just keep it here. So here the bandwidth is 10. Okay. Here the bandwidth is 9. Okay, and in sender 3 the bandwidth is kept as 8. And here the bandwidth is kept as 10 itself. Okay. So with these different scenarios, and then it is 2 different UDP and TCP. So this is UDP, and then this is TCP. And the bandwidths are also different. And then let us see what happens. So I've played it already. So I'll play it again. Okay, to see this. So you can see since the bandwidths are varying, you can see this cross marks, and then randomly they are sending, because we have given the simulation time 0 to 10 in all the senders and receivers. So much collision is happening, correct? So if you want, we can play it once again. See this? So I've run already, okay? So that's why I'm playing it again. So receiver is receiving many packets, but then we don't know what it is receiving. Okay, so the collision is between the three senders, all operating at different bandwidths and all operating at different protocols, so UDP, TCP. Okay, so now we can stop and I'll show you the log files. I've already opened it. So you can see the first N1 P1, the sender 1 collision. This is sender 2 collision. It is higher now. And then sender 3 collision is even higher. Okay, because one thing, it is TCP, so the throughput will be almost 0 for this. And the receiver collision is this. Okay, but the throughput of receiver is going to drastically reduce. So this is the sender 1 out throughput. Okay, this is reduced. Sender throughout throughput is much reduced. N2, N3 sender 3 output C, it is almost 0 TCP. And then sender 4, that is receiver out in throughput, is reduced as compared to the previous. So I put the readings in a table. So I'll just show you. See this? Yeah, so in the initial bandwidth 10 and no BER, you had sender 1 as this throughput. So now it is reduced. Sender 2 throughput is also reduced now with this bandwidths. Sender 3 throughput is even reduced. It was lesser because it is TCP, and then it is reduced even. Now the collision. So collision in sender 1 is also, this is receiver. Receiver throughput is also reduced. Now sender 1 collision is increased. You can see here the range. So this is the maximum and minimum. Sender 2 collision is increased even more. Sender 3 collision is increased even more. Sender 3 collision was already more. See, you can see the collision is more, throughput is less because it is TCP. And the total collision is this. Okay, so though the collision is reduced here, but the throughput is drastically reduced. Okay, sorry, throughput is drastically reduced when there is multiple bandwidths at the sending side. Clear? So this is one more scenario. Now what I do is I'll create a different BER at the senders also. Then we'll see what happens. Okay. So where should you change? You should go to this, and then I'm going to go to edit mode now. Okay, so in the same link, I'm going to change BER. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will keep. So 1. Okay, no, I'll keep, I'll keep sender 1 at 0 itself. Okay, sender 2, I'll keep it at BER is got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 10 power minus 8. Okay. Fine. Okay, and this is, I'll keep it at 1 more less. Okay, 10 power minus 7. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just write it here. So this is at in draw mode, I can do that. So I'll just write it here. Okay, so I have edited. So I've kept this as BER 0. This is this BER, and this is another BER. Okay, you can check that here. Okay, so this is the BER. Okay, so that's 10 power minus 7, and this is 10 power minus 8, like that. Okay, so this I'm keeping at 0 itself. And with that, once you play, now you can see this play mode. So 0 to 10. You can see heavy collision is happening at sender 3 everywhere. Okay, so but in sender 3, the collision is more. One thing is because it is TCP, and one thing is we have induced more BER, and then we have induced the reduction in bandwidth also. So let us see how drastically it is changing. Okay. Yeah, so I've played it. So the log files, I've taken the reading. So here are the log files. Okay. So you can see the collision in the receiver. Okay, this is the collision in the receiver. The transmitter sender collisions are increased a lot. Okay, now I put the readings into this PPT. Okay, so this one. Yeah, So this is with the different bandwidths and BER which we have just applied. So you can see the throughput of sender is reduced, throughput of sender 2 is increased. So this becomes random. So at this point, you can see sender 1 throughput was higher. In the second case, you saw this is higher. In the third case, you saw this is higher. So that becomes random. Okay, and the receiver throughput is actually increased, and drops are, the collision is there. And then you can see the collision of sender 1, sender 2, sender 3 and all is increased also. Okay, so yeah, so okay. So this is because we have applied multiple scenarios here. So this is a random answer which we have obtained. Okay. So like this, you can apply anything. Okay. So this is just to show. So I've put more variations. So you can apply many things in this scenario. Now another changes, what you can do is, to be easier, what you can do is, yeah, instead of this directly using this switch, okay, or a node specifically, like actually this node is not meaningful here. You can just remove this. Okay, so you can just remove this. Okay, and then directly you can put a link here. So like this also you can do, understood? And then directly you can remove this node. Okay, and then you can keep 3 different links here. And on that you can apply different bandwidths like that. Okay, so like this also you can do. Okay, so in the edit mode you can apply 10 here, so this would be easier, and then you can apply 9 here. Okay, because in the previous scenario, even though you apply different bandwidths here, the hub is common, correct? So hub to switch, the bandwidth will not change. Okay, then here we have made 9, and here you have made, we can make 8. Okay, so 8 here. Okay, now if you want to change specifically in the switch, you can go to node editor, and then if you see this, so in the switch you have switches connected to 4 hosts, right? 3 senders and receivers. So if you open this, if you open this Mac, you'll see N5 P1. So N5 is switch, P1 would be sender 1. Understood? Like that. So if you want to see these log files, you can take that also. Okay, so here, if you open this, this will be N5 P2. Okay, sender 2. Okay, like, so if you want to change the bandwidths there, you can change like that also. And here, see this. So this is port ID 2, this is port ID 3, this is port ID 4. Okay, this is port ID 1. So if you find N5 P1, this is the connection. So if you want to change something in sender 1 to switch, you have to change it in N5 P2. Okay, here, like that. Okay, so in this node editor, if you check the FIFO, you can see the queue length. So if you want to vary queue length, you have to change it in FIFO. If you want to change the other things, if you want to see which packets and all, you have to just check it here. Okay, so in physical layer, you can change the bandwidth. Understood? So this is 10. Okay, let it be. So here you can keep it as 9 for sender 2. Okay. So this is, let us see which is the sender. So N5P2. N5P2 is sender 1, right? So let it 10 itself. So N5P3 is 9. Okay. N5P4 is 8. So we have changed it in the link. Accordingly, here also it will be updated. So I just wanted to show you. So this is the receiver to switch connection. So you can see it is 10. This is sender 1 to switch connection 10. Sender 2 to switch connection 9. And sender 3 to switch connection 8. Okay. Okay, fine. So in this, we will see how things happen. Okay, so you can do in this manner also. So this is Ethernet LAN with 6 nodes. Okay, so in which S1 is kept from 0 to 10 UDP, S2 is kept 0 to 10 UDP itself, S3 is kept 0 to 10 is TCP mode, and this is the IP address of the receiver, and then this is kept at both. So like this also you can keep. So when they say the number of nodes, so you have to accordingly. So if they ask you 7 nodes, you can place 1 extra sender. Okay, so if they ask 8 nodes, You can keep 5 senders and 1 receiver, or 4 senders and 2 receivers, and receiving accordingly. We just have to check the collision in the receiving side. That's it. Okay, so you just have to, either you can show it in graphical mode like this, okay, by loading the graphs. I just open one collision, okay, graph once again. So here, okay, I think now I have not played, so it is not available, but we have already seen all the outputs, right? And accordingly, we have plotted the table also. So all such scenarios. So check the receiver collisions, check all the throughputs, and receiver in throughput will be reducing as you change the bandwidths, as you reduce the bandwidths, and so on. Okay. So this is how you can do this experiment. Okay, any doubts, we can clear it in the online class session. Thank you.